Hello viewers, in this video I will discuss on the introduction of first topic units and measurement. Before going to the topic, I will tell a situation. Three students have planned to meet after a long time. So in this the first student have came earlier and was waiting for the remaining two. Suddenly the second student arrived. The first student was shocked. The second student was very tall. So he asked him, "Oh, you're looking very tall. What is the height?" He says, "I am 6 feet now." So during this conversation between the two students, the third student also arrived. The two got shocked after seeing the third student. He was looking very fat now. They asked him, "What is your weight now?" He says that my weight is 90 kg. So how these students have measured their height and weight? So they could have measured their height and weight by comparing their height and weight with the reference standard machine or some reference standard measurement. Okay, so this height and weight are called as the physical quantities. Okay, so the measuring of physical quantity by comparing it with the reference standard is called a unit. So now what is a physical quantity? Anything that could be measured in this physical world are called as physical quantities. The length of this pen, it could be easily measured in centimeter, millimeter. The diameter of this pen, easily measured, it could be easily measured. The time it takes to move from one place to another, it could be easily measured. Now imagine the situation. Some students are waiting before the principal room and they see that the principal is very angry. Whether we could measure the angriness of the principal? No, it could not be measured. Or else you are going on a roadside. Along you see a good picture. You see after seeing the picture you say that, oh, the picture is looking very good, attractive. Whether it could be measured, whether you could measure the attractiveness of the picture, no, it cannot be measured. So these are not physical quantities. So anything that could be measured are called as physical quantities. So we can say a physical quantity at anything that could be measured. For example, length, weight or mass, time. So these quantities could be measured. So they are called as physical quantities. So these physical quantities are divided into two types. One is fundamental quantity. Fundamental quantities. And next one is derived quantities. So they are separated into two, fundamental quantities and derived quantities. The corresponding units are called as fundamental units and derived units. So the corresponding units of fundamental quantities are called as fundamental units. The corresponding unit of these derived quantities are called as derived units. Okay, so this fundamental and derived units, this totally is called as system of units. This totally is called as system of units. So in earlier days, scientists, they have given us first initially three system of units. So what are the system of units? First we have CGS system of units, that is centimeter gram second. Next we have MKS, so meter kilogram second. Next we have FPS, foot pound second. And now at present in these days we are using the system of units called as SI units. So this is called as the International System of Units. So we are preferring SI units because it is very simple and very convenient to use. So that we are preferring SI units. So in this SI unit, the scientists they have created and given to us 7 fundamental quantities or base quantities, and all the remaining quantities will come in this 7 fundamental quantities. So what are those 7 fundamental quantities? First one we have length, mass, time, temperature, current, luminous intensity, and finally we have amount of substance. So these are the fundamental or base quantities given to us. Okay, so what are the units of these fundamental quantities? For length we have meter, is given in m. Next we have kilogram, then we have seconds, time, temperature we have Kelvin, current we have ampere, luminous intensity we have candela, amount of substance mole. So these are the corresponding units of these fundamental quantities. And now what are called derived quantities? So combining fundamental quantities will give you the derived quantities. Okay, so derived quantities are found by combining fundamental quantities. For example, let us take area of a rectangle. So area of a rectangle is given by length into breadth. So we have area, length into breadth. So length is a fundamental quantity, breadth is a fundamental quantities, because breadth also comes under the length category. Okay, so the corresponding units we have meter square. This is the corresponding unit of this derived quantity. So another example, volume, length into breadth into height. So the corresponding unit is meter cube for a volume. So like this, similarly we have many derived quantities which are combined and formed from fundamental quantities: force, pressure, weight, energy, surface tension. Like that we have many derived quantities which are formed from the fundamental quantities. So this is the basic introduction of this chapter, units and measurement, which will be useful for the students who are preparing for NEET JEE and who are also studying for the NCERT syllabus. Okay, thank you.